In our solar system, there exists a mysterious world that has captured the imagination of scientists and dreamers alike. The enigmatic satellite Titan that orbits Saturn. We had never imagined such a fascinating place with an atmosphere denser than Earth, liquid lakes, and cryovolcanoes. From our planet, Titan is barely visible with an amateur telescope, but thanks to space observatories such as Hubble, James Webb, the Cassini probe, and Huygens, today you will learn the true face of one of the most fascinating satellites in our solar system. With real images, some even very recent. You will also hear the supernatural sound between Saturn and its moons. What you will see is impressive. It is almost as if you were there. Now we are going to travel in time, to March 25, 1655, when the intrepid astronomer Christian Huygens revealed to the world the existence of a mysterious celestial companion orbiting the planet Saturn. From that epic day onwards, the universe was no longer a lonely scene for the gas giant, as Titan, Saturn's first satellite, became the protagonist of a cosmic story that challenges our understanding of the solar system. Imagine Huygens armed with a 3.5 m, 50x telescope, but charged with insatiable curiosity, trying to unravel the secrets of Saturn's enigmatic rings. What he discovered, however, exceeded his expectations. He not only confirmed the existence of the rings, but also revealed the presence of a celestial companion, a Titan among the moons, which would forever change our vision of the cosmos. Titan is the second largest satellite in our solar system, after Ganymede, with a total diameter of 5,150 kilometers. Not only does it witness the cosmic ballet around Saturn, but it also carries with it an atmosphere denser than that of Earth. At that time, not much was known about Titan. It was barely visible as a yellowish star among the immensity of the Saturn system. As we move forward in time, John Herschel appeared, inspired by mythology, baptizing the satellites of Saturn as the Titans, in honor of the brothers and sisters of Cronus. This act not only gives them evocative names such as Titan, Mimas, Enceladus, Thetis, Dion, Rhea, among others, but also adds a poetic tone to the vastness of space, connecting science with the mythological narrative of antiquity. When Voyager 1 confirmed the presence of an Earth-like atmosphere on Titan, it began to attract the attention of scientists. Today we know of more than 200 satellites orbiting Saturn, although there are only 62 with a confirmed orbit. So dear navigators, get ready to immerse yourself in the secrets of Titan, where we will not only reveal its chemical composition and its fascinating surface, but we will go one step further, venturing into the unknown. The satellite of Saturn that defies all expectations, it presents itself as the distant twin of our beloved Earth in the solar system. Titan, although it is a satellite, looks more like a planet. If it were separated from Saturn and only orbiting the Sun, it would be considered a very interesting planet. It orbits majestically around the gas giant Saturn. It is not just another satellite, it is an active world with large lakes, plains, mountains, and dunes, weather phenomena, and shares surprising similarities with our own home. It also has seasons and an atmosphere 1.45 times denser than ours. Nitrogen represents 90% of methane and other hydrocarbons, with an average temperature of minus 180 degrees Celsius. Imagine a day on Titan that extends over 15.9 Earth days. This is the time it takes to go around Saturn, while it rotates on itself, just like our moon. While each season, an astonishing cycle spans an impressive 2,687 Earth days, equivalent to approximately 7.4 years. A world where time passes at a different pace, challenging our perception of the passing of the seasons. Titan has been the subject of intense scrutiny over the past 3 decades. Thanks to ground-based observations, the Hubble Space Telescope, NASA's Cassini mission, and ESA's Huygens lander. Through these cosmic eyes, we have discovered an active climate cycle in the troposphere, a meteorological dance that strikingly reminds us of Earth patterns. On this cold moon, where part of the methane governs the atmosphere, precipitation and evaporation phenomena are chained, creating a unique landscape that resembles the Earth in many aspects, but with its own icy personality. The surface is quite flat. No mountain exceeds 2,000 m in height and through which we could walk with relative ease. It reveals young mountains, sculpted by the rain of methane and other hydrocarbons, an eternal dance between creation and erosion. Titan, like Earth, experiences seasons that shape its clouds and weather phenomena. In this photograph we see Titan cumulonimbus, and it is where torrential methane rains occur. These black spots represent dark lakes, but they are not lakes of water. They are filled with liquid hydrocarbons, with methane and ethane being the main components. The low temperatures and unique atmospheric conditions have led to the presence of liquid hydrocarbons on the surface. Hydrocarbons have much lower freezing points than water and dissolved ammonia, which contributes to their being in a liquid state. Titan is an active world with a methane cycle similar to the water cycle on Earth. Methane from seas, lakes and cryovolcanoes can evaporate due to solar radiation, and then clouds accumulate in the upper atmosphere, cooling. These methane clouds can contain other hydrocarbons and precipitate in the form of methane rain to the surface, forming lakes and seas. This liquid also infiltrates the soil to evaporate back to the surface. Surely the content of Titan in hydrocarbons is hundreds of times higher than that of all our oil and natural gas reserves that would delight fossil fuel lovers. Due to the presence of ethane, diacetylene, methylacetylene, sludge acetylene, propane and other components. If we could smell its atmosphere near some lakes, it would resemble the smell of gasoline. However, the dense atmosphere and extreme temperature and pressure conditions make the extraction and processing of these compounds challenging. Here we see Titan in natural color, a photograph taken by the Cassini-Huygens probe in August 2009, and this other photograph is in infrared where you can pierce the cloud layer and see more details of the surface. This other image shows the size of Titan compared to the Earth and the Moon. Its low density suggests that an ocean of water and ammonia is hidden beneath the surface. Here we see the descent of the Huygens probe to Titan, and it is impressive. It detected sustained winds of up to 4 km per hour, but there may be gusts of up to 180 km per hour due to Saturn's tidal effect, which makes it very active and is located 1.2 million kilometers away. Its influence is 400 times greater than the Earth-Moon system. This contributes to high internal geothermal activity. These other photographs and spectroscopy analysis indicate that it often rains and snows on the surface, with a constantly changing atmosphere. Huygens' descent apparently was over a dry bed of a river or lake. You can see a multitude of rounded rocks, due to the fluid that eroded them in the past. Most of the lakes are at the poles, between 10 and 10,000 square kilometers. In April 2008, the Cassini probe observed unusual cloud growth that could have led to intense rain, although the rain could not be captured directly. Much of it would have evaporated before reaching the ground. The rest fell to the surface, leading to the formation of dark lakes that were observed by Cassini. Titan's dense atmosphere is surprising despite the fact that it has a gravity 1/7 of that of the Earth, less than the Moon. One of the many curiosities of this moon is that if we were on Titan, we would practically float, and due to the low gravity and its dense atmosphere, it would be an ideal place to command flying vehicles. The Dragonfly probe is scheduled to fly by the satellite between 2027 and 2028. Another curiosity about Titan is that we could fly with homemade wings. Some projects devised by Leonardo da Vinci would work very well on Titan. In this photo we see several atmospheric layers. On one hand, Titan is surrounded by a blue mist and false color, to give way to another layer of orange color that we see in the photographs. Neither Ganymede nor Callisto, which are of similar size, have such a thick atmosphere. It is thought that being so far from the Sun, the atmosphere cannot be eroded, and although low gravity causes some of its molecules to escape into space, it is constantly replenished through the methane cycle and other internal geological processes. Its low temperature means that the gases are essentially below the so-called leak speed, which is the minimum speed for the gases to escape from their atmosphere. This causes the gases to condense, and the atmosphere is trapped, creating a small greenhouse effect. Another significant and mysterious fact is that methane is constantly destroyed, but there is something that replenishes it. When there is methane in a world, alarms always go off. Since it is mainly emitted by biological processes, volcanic activity can also contribute to this and other photochemical processes. This has raised suspicions that Titan could have exotic life based on methane. In 2015, a study was carried out at NASA's Goddard Astrobiology Center, where evidence of acrylonitrile was found, an organic compound that could join together to form a structure similar to a cell membrane. The amazing Titan has many similarities with the primitive Earth. Although it has no magnetic field, it could be a universal engine of prebiotic chemistry, one of the most fascinating worlds in our solar system. When the Sun becomes a red giant in 5 billion years, Titan's temperature could increase significantly, eventually turning Saturn's moon into a second habitable Earth. Other satellites such as Jupiter's Ganymede and Europa, as well as Saturn's Enceladus, harbor global oceans and exotic chemistry beneath their icy crust. Now I am going to present you with a curious audio sound. They are waves that travel through the magnetic field lines and connect Saturn with Enceladus. This can be reproduced in sound so we can hear it. Enceladus is also a very active satellite and emits columns of water vapor. In the farthest corners of the ring system and its hundreds of satellites, one of them, Titan, stands as an enigmatic, unique world, shrouded in a golden haze and dotted with lakes and seas of hydrocarbons. There in the distant gloom, the rivers of methane snake across the surface, while the climatic cycles dance to the rhythm of the distant light of the Sun and the imposing Saturn. Hush.